This is Neil from Digital Canvas, and we're going to continue on with the tutorial on how to draw faces like Steven Sanchez. Please visit the link in the description. I'd appreciate it. I have a bunch of other free videos on there for drawing and digital painting and stuff. Now, I have to talk a little bit first before we get into this because there's something that we have to understand with his style that I've noticed from all his drawings. When he does a 3/4 view and when he does an extreme 3/4 view, he narrows the head. So I'll show you what I mean. When you look at the front view, here's the perfect face front view, 5 eyes by 7 eyes. And his fits perfectly in there as far as the face structure. He brings his ears high and into the actual head itself instead of sticking out like normal head. And the only other difference with the outside shape of the face is the jaw. He brings the jaw up higher and then cuts into the chin like that. And that's the only difference as far as the shape goes, but it's still 5 eyes wide. Now, of course, it's not 5 eyes wide with his eye structure because his eyes are a lot larger. Notice how much bigger his eyes are than a regular eye. They're a lot longer. So they're longer than a regular eye and they're much taller. Other than that, though, so therefore they're a little bit farther apart than a normal eye would be. As you can see here, the eyes are a little bit closer together. His are a little bit farther apart because of how big they are. Right, but as you can see, it's still 5 eyes wide, normal eyes wide. But his eyes, it's 3.5. That is half on each side, just about. So when he goes into the 3/4 view, you think, oh, he's gonna retain that. In other words, it would still be 5 eyes wide to here at least, and the ear sticks out like an extra eye. So 5 eyes wide to the cheek and jawbone, and 7 eyes long. You think, okay, he's going to keep that perfect structure. All he's going to do is he's going to make the eyes a little bit bigger. So you bring the eyes out here a little bit more, a little bit taller, raise the eyebrows, bring the hairline down lower because of that. The nose will pretty much be in the same place, lips will be in the same place, everything's pretty much be the same. But nope, that's not how it is. He brings his, the chin still the same. He cuts the chin off as you would in the front view, the chin and the jaw, but he brings his jawline way in, like an extra eye. So it's only 4 normal eyes wide instead of 5 normal eyes wide. Other than that, it pretty much follows the structure, and he makes the eyes a lot shorter from this view. Now the eyes are the same, at least this eye is the same width as a normal eye, but taller, like twice as tall. And with this eye here, he kind of just shortens it a lot to where it's foreshortened way too much from the angle we're viewing. This isn't actually an extreme 3/4 view, but because you can see it's not the extreme 3/4 view because there's some space on that side of the eye, which means it's the regular 3/4 view. As you can see, there's some space on that side of the eye. The extreme 3/4 view down here, you have no space on that side of the eye. The actual eye just runs right into the side of the face. Okay, so anyway, I need to explain that because it's important, and we need to know those differences when we begin drawing from the regular oval structure, which will be here. Oops, where's the oval structure? There we go. So the regular oval structure, which we're going to be drawing on, and then I can also compare that to the regular face, as you can see there. So with the oval structure and regular face, you can see this oval fits right into the jawline, and then you have this straight up and down line, which is where your nose is going to be. But notice his nose comes way out farther past that line than it normally would, and this eye doesn't start right at it, but starts a little bit later because he makes it a lot shorter. Every face he draws is a little bit different, so it's not always going to be the same. But we need to have some idea what we're doing, some structure, foundation to build on as we start drawing this particular style of face. Of course, my face isn't going to look just like his, just as none of his faces are going to look quite the same, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to zoom in a bit here. So I'm going to start with my eye, because remember his eye fits on there, the center. This is the center of the eye, and notice this is also the center of the normal eye as well. So he pretty much still centers his eyes, but he centers on that same line, but they're bigger, they're taller. But notice they still center on that line. And so that eye, and I'm thinking I'm going to just kind of do what he does there. And then he has the eyebrow coming, kind of off like that. And I'm going to still make this part of the face the same where it comes out like that. And then this part of the face is still going to be the same where it kind of comes down. And then you start coming into the chin down here. So you're kind of doing the same rules as you would with a normal face, except for you're cutting the jaw off. With a normal face, this would actually come down like for the chin, but we're just cutting all that off as you normally would. And also we're going to be cutting it all off on that side, but it's going to be a little different on that side because we have to bring it in. Remember, we have about an eye length apart, and then you're going to do the same thing again, but remember his eyes are a lot taller. They're about the same width though as a normal eye, so I need to bring this down to where it kind of fits into about the same width of a normal eye. And kind of come up with that, just kind of sketching that thing there. Remember, his nose is going to come down a lot lower because he has long noses. From this view at least, they're pretty long. And then he kind of has that kind of shape to them. And the lips, they're going to fall, you know, we want the middle part there. And since he's kind of looking down at her, he has his lips kind of tweaked weird. But so I'm going to, and then he kind of has this lip kind of coming like that at an angle. Just going to kind of foreshorten that side a bit. Right, remember now it's only like an eye length to over here. And just to see, you can kind of see it's not, you know, not quite exactly as he did it, because you're never going to get it exactly the same. He does have more boxy eyes, and so if I wanted to, I could have actually drawn that eye up more and then kind of, you know, got more boxy with it like that, kind of more of a cutie puppy dog eye. Actually, I guess I'll go ahead and do that because it does look kind of cute. So he's doing like more of these anime eyes. Let's see if I could bring that shape in there, more like that. Right, anyway, so we know it's only about an eye width here, and he comes down to about there, so kind of draw that angle to about the nose. Trust the measurements, you know, even if whatever measurements you're using, just trust them. And see, that's going to be about right, as you can see. So if you trust the measurements, you'll pretty much have it right, and then you kind of draw like there. Okay, so voila, we have our face. Where am I at? What? Can't see. Okay, so from here you can give it whatever kind of hairstyle you want. You can, you know, you can throw her shoulder way up here like he has, and then her neck, you know, is gonna kind of come down like that. And I can't remember how he actually had his body. Oh, that's right. He was he has both of her shoulders up from that angle, so the collarbone's gonna be coming up like that, and then the breast would come down. That breast would be like that. Anyway, so you can do something like that. Now with the hair, remember you have this same line coming up here. That's going to be your hairline. So your hairline's going to fall about there, and you're going to cut off part of the hairline here, and then, you know, the other part of the bangs will come down here, let's say. And you can do the kind of bangs like he does if you want. And then I'm going to kind of give her a different hairstyle. Then you'd have the back of the hair about like there and there. And I'm going to, you know, have the hair continue to come down the back there. And since this is all on the back, it'd be a little bit darker. And this would all be a little bit darker because it's in the back. So anyway, just kind of sloppy just to get an idea. And we can get rid of those lines. Okay, so that's about it. This video is finished. So there we go. We've learned how to do Steven Sanchez style of face. Kind of just pretty much follow the same rules for the side view, for the profile view. And if you guys want, maybe I'll do a profile view, but I probably won't need to, because side view is pretty much the same. Alright, there you go. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and rate if you want.